So, things that happened. New Year's. It's 2014. My birthday is in a few days. It's not important. Anyways, so, Sherlock premiered. That's the most important thing. We're going to talk about Sherlock today. So, if you haven't seen The Empty Hearse, which was the first episode of Series 3 that we waited 2 years for, it was on BBC One on New Year's Day. If you haven't seen it, and you're waiting to see it, and you're American, then you will have to wait until the 19th, or go look for it online, because it's online in certain places. Anyways, we're going to talk about The Empty Hearse, so if you don't want to have any major spoilers, click out of this video now! Now! Okay. That should have gotten rid of them. So, Empty Hearse. First things first, Anderson. I am not a fan of the bearded Anderson at all, and I know some other people who aren't, but I mean, he was just, what was that whole thing at the end? Did he have like a mental breakdown? I think he had a mental breakdown. I feel so bad for him because we hated him and now we like him, and it's just, oh man, oh. And he felt so guilty about he thought he was the one who made Sherlock jump, and it's just like, oh my gosh. So, that was big. And Anderson's theories and Anderson's colleagues' theories were fabulous. At the Sherlock moment, actually, I screamed, and my father came in, and he's like, "What's wrong?" I'm just like, "It's a TV show! It's a TV show!" I screamed out of like, holy, what? I was so shocked. I did not expect there to be kissing on Sherlock's part, unless it's with John. Speaking of John, I was so scared that he was going to keep the mustache. I mean, I know why they had him have a mustache. I mean, he looks, with the mustache, he looked like the guy who played Watson, guys, I should say, because there were two, in that one thing in the 80s, I think, with Jeremy Brett, which I actually like that a lot, and it made him look more like that those Watsons, but he shaved it. Thank goodness. Oh, speaking of mustaches, Sherlock's return and reunion with John. I just got so pissed off at Sherlock at this point, because John was about to propose to Mary, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so cute! I think I like this couple actually, because I was so scared that Mary was going to get in the way of Sherlock and John, but I'll get into that later. But then Sherlock comes in with the freaking bottle of wine, and I'm just like, no, no, punch him, John, punch him! And then John finally looks up, and it's just like, Sherlock's like, does yours rub off too? We were expecting a snarky comment on Sherlock's part for that, but that just... anyways. Mary! We need to talk about Mary. Oh, before that, I was so happy when John punched him those few times. I mean, he deserved all of the punchings. Okay, Mary. Mary? I really thought I wasn't gonna like her. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I love her. She's like the cutest, most sassiest, most awesome thing ever. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. She even ships John Locke. It's just like, oh, are you going to go see him after work? No. Are you going to go see him tomorrow? No. Mary, stop. She didn't even like the mustache. She's one of us. She's one of us. Oh, I love her so much. She... Oh, I love her so much. Okay, the Guy Fawkes thing, where John literally was on fire. Oh man, that was stressful. That was so stressful. Like, I was watching it with my Norwegian friend, because she couldn't get her internet to work, and so I was watching it with her, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so stressful. Ah, what's going on? But I was mentally like that, because I don't think I actually said that. I mean, I was talking over some of it. Sorry, Thea. I was talking over some of it, but I mean, That was the most stressful thing, and I think we were both crying at that point. I don't know, we were crying at one... Oh, we were crying when John and Sherlock were in the carriage. And then they thought they could defuse the bomb. That was stressful, and it was another point where I wanted to punch Sherlock in the face. Because that was just mean. That was just plain mean. And I mean, I was crying, and everyone was crying. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ow. Oh shit. That was either my retainer? Nope, my retainer's still cracked as usual. Oh no, wait, that felt new. Okay. Oh, I can't bite down on hard things now. Note to self. Yeah, just, I felt like punching Sherlock through half of it. I mean, 70% of the episode was Sherlock trolling John. And then at the end, that guy, is that guy? Is that the real Moriarty? Because I do think that Richard Brooke, the whole Richard Brooke thing, the whole Moriarty. Actually, didn't they bring? Yeah, they brought Sherlock back after the final problem. Oh, I don't know any of the. Oh. I was actually given a book as a late Secret Santa present yesterday when I went back to school, and it was the memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, and also I got this pen that it looks like a the syringe with blood in it, and it's red ink, and it's I love it. And in the memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, it has the final problem. And I was just like, I'm gonna cry over this, aren't I? Oh no. Crying over books, crying over TV shows, crying over movies. Speaking of movies, I should give you my review on The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. That's coming soon. Don't worry. I have a lot of problems with that. And also, I don't have a lot of problems with it. It has problems, yes. I will discuss them when we're discussing The Hobbit. But we're discussing Sherlock now. So, to wrap this up, that was perhaps the best Sherlock episode, arguably. And I'm pretty sure that at least 80% of the fan base is with me on this. The best Sherlock episode ever. It's either the best or we've been deprived for too long. I think it's the best, and it's pretty freaking good. It really was everything we expected, except we didn't really get told like how he did it. I mean, there were 3 different possibilities. This is 4. I can't count! 3 different possibilities in the thing, and we don't know which one of them is real or if any of them are real. I mean, I kind of like the Shirley Arty one, you know. And then the Sherlolly one was so cute, and now I'm going to go cosplay as Molly Hooper at all of the Comic-Cons that I ever go to in my life, in hopes that a Sherlock cosplayer will go. That would be beautiful. You see why I don't have a boyfriend. Oh, I did have a boyfriend. Did I mention that? I did have a boyfriend earlier in the school year. That did not turn out well. I mean, he's still my friend. Anyways, Sherlock. Yeah. So that was my take on the Empty Hearse, and I liked it. I implore all of you to go watch it now, if you can. Unless you don't. Yeah. If you can, go watch it right now. It's fabulous. I love it. It's full of feels, full of... Mycroft is in it a lot, and I like that. Oh, and Sherlock's parents, who were played by Benedict Cumberbatch's parents. Alright, I'm done.